Hi, welcome to Anna Lou's Maths. Today we're going to look at simplifying algebra, which is also known as collecting like terms. The objectives set by Edexcel for this topic are we need to be able to use and interpret algebraic manipulation, we need to be able to simplify and manipulate algebraic expressions by collecting like terms, and we need to be able to simplify expressions involving sums. The key words that we're going to be using today are term. Now a term is your unknown, for example your x's, your y's, your a's, your b's, whatever letter they've chosen. An expression is a collection of terms. Now we're also going to look at equations in other lessons. An equation has an equal sign, an expression does not. So like 2a plus 2b is an expression, 2a plus 2b equals 70 is an equation. Like terms contain the same letter, so all of your x's or your y's, and collecting like terms is where we're using addition, subtraction, multiplication or division to collect those like terms to simplify. The most common mistakes, the most common misconceptions where people lose marks is not understanding the difference between addition of like terms and multiplication of like terms, which we're going to look at in today's lesson, not understanding the rules of negative numbers, and trying to simplify terms that are not like terms. So we're going to look at those to make sure you don't fall into any of those traps. Okay, so let's look at collecting like terms using addition and subtraction. When we have an expression that's made up of terms, we can simplify it by collecting the like terms. So for example, a plus a plus a is 3a's because we've got 3a's. 4a plus 7a would give us 11a. 8a minus 6a would give us 2a. So we're simplifying it. We might have expressions that contain different terms. So remember, we can only collect the like ones. So if we've got a plus 2, we've got 2a plus 2. We cannot join that number with those letters. We can only join our letters together. They're our like terms, and our integer stays separate. So 4a plus 9 plus 6a, again, I can only join those like terms. So I've got 10a plus 9. 6a minus 7, again, I can only collect my like terms. So I can only collect my a's. So I've got 5a minus 7. So there might be more than one type of term. So for example, if we've got 7a plus 2b minus 4a plus 8b, look at them separate. How many a's do I have? How many b's do I have? Make sure you pay attention to the sign before the term. The sign in front belongs to that term. What I usually do is I usually either circle or highlight them different colours. So in the case of this, I've got 7a minus 4a, which gives me my 3a, and I've got plus 2b plus 8b, which gives me 10b. I would like you to pause the video here and give these a go yourself. Now that you've had a chance to have a go at them, let's look at our answers. So that first one, we had 9a and we had a plus 2a, so that gave us 11a. And then we had minus 4b plus 6b. Minus 4 plus 6 is positive 2, so we had plus 2b. 21c minus c gave us 20c. And 9d minus 11d gave us minus 2d. We had a plus a plus a, so we had 3a, and then integer wise we had plus 4 plus 2, which gave us plus 6. For this one, we just had 9 as an integer, so the 9 stayed the same. Then we had plus 7g plus g, which gives us 8g, and minus 2f plus 8f, which gave us positive 6f. Now for this one, I hope everybody was really careful. X squared plus 2x squared gives me 3x squared. And I just have the plus x plus 9x, so I have my plus 10x. We cannot mix things that aren't the same, so I cannot mix an x with an x squared. They're different terms. And finally, I had 7a minus 6a plus 8a plus a. So I had 7a minus 6a, which gives me a, plus 8, which gives me 9a, plus a, which gives me 10a. Now, in addition to addition and subtraction, we might also need to use multiplication and division to collect like terms. Now, don't forget that there are ways we express algebra. So we say AB instead of A times B. We don't put the times. So whenever we've got two letters together, or whenever we've got a number and a letter together, that's multiply. So we would write 3y in place of 3 times y. X squared is x times x. This is one of the most common mistakes that people make. X plus x gives me 2x, as opposed to x multiplied by x, which gives me x squared. They're the common things that people get mixed up. And x divided by b is written as in, sorry, a divided by b is written as in a over b in place of a divided by b. So we need to be careful with that. So don't forget, we can only collect like terms. So for example, if I've got 3 times b times 7, integer-wise, I've got 3 times 7, which gives me 21. Multiplied by b, I miss out my multiplication sign, so I've got 21b. If I've got 9 times c times d, get rid of those multiplication signs, I've got 9cd. 4 times 3c, I've got 4 times 3, which is 12c. S times s is s to the power of 3. 2c times 2c is 4c squared, because I've got my 2 times 2 is 4, and my c times c is my squared. Don't forget, line means divide, so 7x plus 3x gives me 10x. Divided by 2, which would simplify to my 5x. I would like you to pause and give this one a go for me, please. Okay, now you've had a chance to do that, let's look at the answers. So b times 2 times 6, we've got our 12b. b times b is b squared. 10x plus 5x gives me 15x, divided by 5, which gives me 3x. 3t times 9s would give me 27st. 7x divided by x would give me 7. And 7 times a would give me 7a squared. I would like you to try these for me, please. Let's mix up everything we've learnt and see if we can remember. Okay, let's check out those answers. B squared plus b squared plus b squared. Hopefully we got 3b squared because we've got 3 lots of b squared. 2ab minus 5ab plus 4ab. Now they're all like terms, they're all ab's. So 2ab minus 5ab gives me minus 3ab. Minus 3ab plus 4ab gives me ab. 4c minus 8c plus c gives me minus 3c. And then plus 2 minus 6 gives me minus 4. 2 times 7 gives me 14 times n times m, 14mn. It is always best practice to always have these in alphabetical order. So if you have written 14nm, you do still get that. That is still correct. However, it is best practice to have it in alphabetical order. 9h times 3k is 27hk. 9x minus 6x divided by 3, so 9x minus 6x gives me 3x divided by 3, which gives me x. So hopefully we've had a look today at using and interpreting algebraic manipulation. So algebraic manipulation is how we write algebra. So as we've said, instead of 2 multiplied by x, we've got 2x. Simplify by collecting like terms, and simplify expressions involving sums. Any questions, just drop it in the comments. So thank you very much for tuning in today.